Welcome back to Field Trippin'. This week our guest is Dru Montana, hilarious stand-up comedian, co-host of the Do-Rag and the Deer Tag, wigger of the woods, king of the north, and great pal. He invited us up to his hometown of Preble, New York to attend an event called the Preble Frog Pole, which Dru claims to be a second-generation champion at. So I didn't want to necessarily call it bullshit, but I am kind of a let me see for myself type dude. So we drove up there, we spent the weekend in his parents' fuck pad, we hunted for frogs, and we got to know the locals in a way that I don't think I would have had an opportunity to otherwise. So join us as we take a look at how people slightly different from us, but still the same color, live.
That sounded good.
Dude, thank you very much for the breakfast burgers. It's very gracious of you to invite us to your parents' retirement fuck pad. I'm trying to piece you together from the outside.
Okay.
Because I see you, we meet in Philly, and you kind of make sense in the backdrop there. Like you go, oh, okay, this guy grew up too close to a train station in Philly.
Yeah.
And then you see where you're actually from, it's like, all right, how did Hill people make this guy? You know?
Dude, it was Hill People and Jadakiss, a combination of the both. Cause I feel like I sound like I'm from up here, but I also listen to a lot of Jadakiss. So it's like,
well, I mean,
the slang got intertwined.
God forgot about Central New York. No one's monitoring what's going on out here.
This is a lawless land too. Like we don't have cops. We don't have, it's all just like Native Americans and like poor white people. It's not a lot of pussy and it's a lot of farmers. So like that only coincides with one thing is like dudes do be fucking animals out here. Like,
You think some of these people are half animal?
I don't think they procreate,
Okay.
but I mean it'd be kind of cool if it did. If you could procreate with animals, then I'd probably fuck like most of them. But that's not like
You being half animal would make a lot of sense to me.
yeah.
Like if you were half like alligator in sunglasses, I think that would make more sense than you being from Serenity, New York.
My boy James that I grew up next to, I was telling Danny this the other day, he got in trouble for fucking an animal. He used to have a cow in his backyard and he would shoot it with paintball guns. Like that's the type of people I grew up around. So
Did he also fuck was that the cow?
No, he fucked a goat.
A goat.
Yeah.
Goat pussy must be nice because that shit is universal.
Cow pussy's apparently not bad either.
Yeah?
I've never
You
experienced.
probably gotta be big though to really get the most out of that.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've seen dudes.
You're not filling up a cow pussy.
When
dude.
they fertilize, you're not stretching mommy out with a
that's
cow.
That's a Ticonderoga down the hallway, dude. You're not stretching out cow pussy.
When they fertilize cows, guys go shoulder deep. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess if I were up here, I'd be bragging about fucking cows, and in reality, I'd probably be fucking snakes. You know?
Damn, you farting already, dude?
Yeah, dude.
I usually don't fart until like 2 p.m. I swear to God.
Yeah, between the rocking chair posture and the breakfast burger, I think it's all systems go. I think we're clear for launch.
No, dude, I just be building up all day. It's crazy. How do you like the town so far, dude? You a fan of the Circle K?
Yeah, sir. The Circle K is popping. Is that like City Hall?
Yeah.
It has a real trading post vibe.
So every year, we passed my boy Town Santa Claus's house yesterday, and there's a town Santa that every year he goes to the Circle K and he just chills. And no one invites him. I don't even think he's supposed to be there. He just goes in a full Santa Claus costume and chills in the Circle K.
Well, you can probably rest assured that he's not any kind of predator.
No, he's the man.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, he's cool. I mean, I feel like most people out here are like cool predators. Like they had a former sex charge and now they're like, I'm reformed.
Yeah, like he definitely got caught fucking underage reindeer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird that your parents live on a private lake and you just rolled a backwoods while talking about Jadakiss. Obviously, wiggerdom spread like wildfire out here.
Yeah, I'm not the only one.
Were you there when it hit, or were you brought up in wiggerdom?
I was influenced by wiggerdom.
Yeah.
It was like all my boys that sold weed were wiggers, and I was like, I want to sell weed. So like, yeah, at the time that was like the big goal. And then you start hanging out in like trailer parks, and you're like, I don't know, dudes just walking around with like hockey sticks for no reason, not even playing hockey. Like those are the type of people I used to hang with.
So I don't want to get too in the weeds on wiggers, but I'm trying to.
You're talking to the expert.
I'm saying I'm trying to like write the paper on the difference between country wig and city wig.
Mm-hmm.
And city wig, there's more of like a survivability aspect to it, where it's just like you get tired of getting punched in the face at bus stops, and so you start just throwing a white towel over your shoulder and wearing wife beaters, and it's like, all right, maybe I'll get lined up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know? Out here, you kind of stretch your legs. You guys get a little bit like flowery with your wiggerdom.
Yeah, it's a little forced at the beginning, and then once you're in, you're in.
Yeah, once it clicks into gear.
Yeah, but like those first 2 years of being a wig out here is rough. Because you're just wearing like oversized Denver Nuggets jerseys and like huge hats. People are like, the fuck is wrong with you?
And then you settle in.
Yeah, and then they get used to it.
Damn it. Yeah, an oversized
But it was like,
basketball jacket and a big hat. That's training wheels.
I was Malibu's most wanted for like the first 2 years of being a wig.
Yeah, I will say that if like country wigs come into the city, you'll get, it's like getting, it's a wood chipper.
Yeah, it's just a change of the slang, because like people talk like Snoop Dogg out here, and then they go to the hood and they're like, oh, people don't actually talk like that.
Yeah.
They don't say easy after everything.
No. Yeah.
Wiggers out here talk like Snoop.
Saying easy is the most Joe shit I've ever heard in my life, dude.
Fuck
Don't act
easy,
like
dude.
that. Do not come to Harrogate and start talking about fucking easy.
No,
dude.
for realsies. I feel you.
Bro.
You see how frustrating it is?
Danny will swing on you.
No, but what me and Danny have come to find out is we meet in the middle very well. This Venn diagram is bigger in the middle than it is on the outsides.
Absolutely. No, I mean, you know, these are my kin.
Yeah. We're all from the same tree, dude.
Yeah, if you've ever had a cousin who's had flat bangs and a prescription painkiller overdose, it's like, welcome, fam. Let's do a haka together.
What's your strategy for catching frogs today, dude? I want to know.
I've got two approaches that I'm going to try today. Number one, I'm going to try to move gracefully through the water, shoeless.
Like Joe Jackson.
Yeah, I want to know about the frog before he knows about me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if that doesn't work, I'm going to sneak up on a frog. I'm going to jump and try to catch it with like a bucket or something.
That's my plan.
Like a child.
Yeah, that's my plan.
Your dad won this in the 80s.
Yeah, he won it when it was like actually like a huge thing. There's pictures. I don't know if he's in any of the pictures, but there's like a whole
Shaking
scrapbook.
hands with the mayor.
No, there's like a whole scrapbook of pictures at the Preble Motel where we're going, and you can see like fucking old frog pools, how crazy it was. Yeah, it was like thousands of people there.
Did they do like heats? Did they do brackets?
I think they did brackets.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, because there's no
you
way
have to
they
write
did.
your name on the frog or something?
No, I think you put shoe polish on her, or like nail polish on
You
her.
put blackface
No,
on
nail
frogs?
polish, my bad.
What the heck? Whoa, because
I mean, we could.
I don't like blackface.
Well, I mean, if it's frogs, it's funny. If we go up there with a frog that just looks like
Name him Raph.
Steve Harvey. I'd be like, this is absurd, dude.
Oh, ribbit! So your dad won in the 80s. It was a big deal. They used to write about it in the newspaper.
Yeah,
Thousands of competitors. He rose to the top.
rose to the top.
Was there, what kind of connection did he have with his frog?
I don't know.
He didn't have sex with it, did he?
No,
Oh.
I know where he caught it though. Legend says he caught it in Little York Lake.
How far is that?
Not far. It's the one we passed yesterday. It's between here and Cortland.
So then did he win once? Did he defend his title?
No, it's hard to defend these titles
Yeah.
because nobody it's not like horses where they could do like multiple races. If you get a frog and he wins the polls, it's rare you keep that frog until next year.
You just throw him as far as you can.
Yeah, that's
what
kind of the
That's what I've done
reward.
with every frog I've ever caught. I've thrown it as far as I can.
Yeah, usually the winners get like
Yeah,
firecrackers
edit that
put in them. Usually they take the winner and tie it to a bottle rocket. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I mean, you ascend to Frog Valhalla. If you get blown up after winning a ribbon,
Just put him on a fucking.
you might as well put him on a
Roman candle.
unicorn and send him to fucking infinite frog pussy.
That's probably as good as it can get for a frog.
You got to think about breeding the winners, though, right?
Yeah, I guess. I haven't gone that far. I don't have any females to breed them with.
Tell me about it.
Amen, brother.
So how old was your dad when he won it in the 80s?
Probably like 2021.
And then you won.
I won it as a 21-year-old as well. 2018, so 23, I guess.
But when you did it, there was like 8 competitors, right?
Yeah, so the year I won it, it was kind of by default, because there was like 1 or 2 other guys that brought frogs. I think one of them brought them late, and then the other guy just had a frog that was like a little guy that we saw over there. And I did have a big bullfrog, and then yeah, they were like, it's not even gonna be a thing. And then I won. So I didn't even have to race.
You walked over. You didn't even race.
No, I won by default just because of the size of the frog. But I put my frog on the table, and he ran his course.
But it was, I mean...
Yeah, he just kind of did a victory lap.
Wow. So you've kind of had this complex your entire life where it's like, you know, you kind of, you know, yeah, you're a father-son champions, but you really never got a chance to live up to your father's legacy.
I haven't, and that is why I came back here and dragged all my boys 300 miles into the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to win it today and have
They've been calling you paper champion this whole, that's why they don't like you around here. They've been calling you paper champion.
Well, so Danny was saying there might be an asterisk by my trophy, and I disagree because, I mean, I did what I was supposed to do. I did the job.
Yeah, you showed up, you made weight.
Right. I think the true asterisk would have happened.
You're Aljamain Sterling of frog racing.
Naeem would have been the Aljamain Sterling of frog racing.
Well, in some ways.
Yeah, he would have been the only black champion in frog pool history. Mike, what's going on?
What's up? Give me a frog?
No, this is my friend Mike, dude.
Hey, I'm Tim.
Tim?
Very nice to meet you.
Live here?
Yes, we're recording something, Mike.
What's going on?
How you doing, dude?
Not a lot of great posture up here.
He told me he ran 4 miles today. I was like, there's not a chance.
Dude.
Yeah, his posture is horrible.
Dude, his earlobes are over his nipples.
All right, should we start catching frogs?
Yeah, well, you think?
Let's get us a damn frog.
This is how we rib it.
This is how we rib it.
Sha-la-la-la-lo.
This is how we rib it.
Sha-la-la-la-lo.
This is how we rib it.
Sha-la-la-la-lo.
This is how we rib it.
This is how we rib it. It's Friday night, and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shop cause I'm faded. Honey's in the street saying money, yo, we made it. Feels so good in my hood tonight. The summertime skirts and the guys in the carny. All the gangbangers forgot about the drive-by. Gotta get your groove on before you go get paid. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hear the party say.
We didn't catch shit. All my homies were frogless. No bitches, no frogs. It was a sorry state of affairs for the bros. Terrible posture for a lot of us. It wasn't a complete waste though. These people were pretty fucking cool. These dudes were pretty righteous. There was a fun moment where the bros caught wind of the fact that I was a bit of a city slicker. And it was when we were at maybe the second or third pond, and one of them had fishing poles. And they were casting out, and they're pulling in little trouts and stuff. I go, wow, that was pretty cool. Do you think I could try that? And he just handed me a pole, and I said, well, what do I do? And Drew's buddy goes, well, I guess you didn't fish a lot as a kid, huh? And I said, actually, never. I'm from the city. And the guy looked as though I told him I was an orphan. And he was like, oh my God, dude, I'm sorry. And he stood there with me, 2 grown men, and he showed me how to cast the line. And before you knew it, I was pulling in 1 fish, 2, 3 fish. My first try, my first day fishing, I caught 3 fish in 2 different locations. So fuck every frog currently living. I have no use for you. I can catch trout now. So, frogless, we piled into Drew's buddies' pickup trucks and made our way over to the event, which took place at the Preble Hotel, which is kind of a misleading name because it's not a hotel. It's a 3-story dive bar where bikers back in the day used to bring their gals to drink for cheap and then have sex with them when they were unconscious in like kind of an attic rented room space. They had a lovely lawn and backyard area. It almost felt like we were all at one gigantic children's birthday party with yard games set up, like bag toss, basketball pong, a hill for drunk sluts to roll down. They had everything. They had frogs for us to rent.
Raise hell, praise Dale. Let's go.
I think every frog was a different species. And then there was one family that looked like they were kind of fucking, you know, from the nicer side of town that I think they bought their frog online. It was kind of a ringer. I will be honest, I did kind of pinch, I asked if I could touch it, and I did pinch its leg really hard to kind of slow it down. The moment was upon us. It was time to race, and I prepared to do battle with my dear friends Miguel and Danny, and there was a fourth contestant. Oh, what the hell was his name? His name was like Hyman Crusher or something. But the thing is, I was ready to go. I gave him a little pep talk. I said, I named my frog Noah. I said, Noah, listen, every frog who has ever lived before you is watching this right now. Every frog who will ever come after you will hear about this. Show me who you are, earn it. And he was raring to go. He was fighting for his life just for me to hold him.
I know, bro.
And I got on my mark, and I was ready, and contestant number 4 is fucking off pulling his pud somewhere, dilly-dallying.
We need to wait for Travis. He's our fourth.
And my guy was trying to get out of my hands, and we're waiting for him, and it's like, yo, we made it to the starting line. Start the fucking race.
Yo, he's burning himself out. What the heck?
5 minutes passes, and finally, you know, fuckface shows up.
This guy sucks. Ready?
I think you got it. Go.
Let's fucking go.
You know, I don't hold it against him, you know. This was an organizational disaster, not a failure on the part of my contestant. But I don't even care, it's fine, it's whatever. It didn't even matter to me anyway, so whatever.
I had a frog that was raring to go, and then you guys fucking delayed the fucking start by, what was that? It was probably 5 real minutes. It was probably 100 years in frog years. His prime passed him by, and he triggered an adrenaline response and spent it on
It's not my
hand.
fault that you squeezed his fucking eyes until they almost exploded, dude.
Sorry you don't know how to handle a fucking frog, but if you want them to stay in one place, that's what you do.
But that was just a taste. The race we were really here for. The moment that this was all building toward. Dru Montana, proving that he can carry his family's legacy. Brings his people from his new home back to his old home to say, watch this. Everyone gather around. IRL OGs, new homies, everyone. Watch as I bring it home for my family. And he gets to the starting line and he puts his frog down, and that was when I realized that it's all completely random. There's no prestige or skill involved at all. They're slapping the table and spraying it with a hose. The frogs are disoriented. Honestly, to the frogs, it probably felt like the first scene in Saving Private Ryan, where a door is just open and there's just nothing but machine guns screaming at them. And so Dru lost pretty badly, really embarrassingly, really blew it. Didn't bring it home. And I think the whole thing ended up being won by some lady who probably didn't even care and was breaking rules, and everyone was just like, all right, whatever, it's over, let's get fucked up. The rest of the event really lifted my spirits, and it was very warm, and I would not mock these people. I would thank them at every opportunity I had for welcoming me in and teaching me how to fish and showing me some weird old boobs. And so ended the Montana family frog racing dynasty. The ship went down, but it didn't matter. The point of the day wasn't to see who was the best at racing frogs. The point of the day was to get all these work hard, play hard retards off of the farm and in one place so they could be reminded that they all were kind of part of a community that's slowly fading because everyone's sons and daughters want to go move to the city and do graphic design. No one wants to fucking ride a tractor and have sex with retarded guys. Culture shock's the wrong word. It was great for me to get a chance to see things through their eyes for even just a couple of hours. These people were very nice to me, and they were a way better time than a lot of the people that I know from back in the big city. I'm thankful that I got to spend some time with them, and I can't wait to go back next year, and hopefully, you know, hopefully people are moving back to the town, or hopefully things aren't working out in the cities, or people are getting beaten up by homeless people enough that they go, this shit sucks, man. I see what's happening in the schools, and they move back home to Preble, and the event kind of comes back to life, you know what I mean? We got some younger contestants. Thanks for watching our show. We have a Patreon. You can go to our Patreon, and there's an entire other show that we're doing at the same time. These are fun. They take a lot to produce. I love these shows. But, you know, Noah and I are hosting a weekly show that you can get early access to over there, and we're expanding it and making more stuff, and we could use your help in doing that. So please go to our Patreon and sign up for it. Thank you for everything.
That's a good boy.
This is how we rib it.
This is how we rib it.
Sha-la-la-la-lo.
This is how we rib it.
Sha-la-la-la-lo.
This is how we rib it.
Sha-la-la-la-lo.
This is how we rib it.
This is how we rib it. It's Friday night, and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shop cause I'm faded. Honey's in the street saying money, yo, we made it. Feels so good in my hood tonight. The summertime skirts and the guys in the carny. All the gangbangers forgot about the drive-by. Gotta get your groove on before you go get paid. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hear the party say